What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mark Bell's Super Training Gym. I'm Sal Di Stefano from the popular fitness podcast, Mind Pump. All right, so today I wanted to show you guys how to do an active plank to develop the muscles of the core, and particularly the abs. So a lot of people want six-pack abs. Now, obviously, you got to get lean for that to happen, but a lot of people don't realize that you can develop the abs or build the muscles of the abs so that they stick out a little more and they're more visible at higher body fat percentages. So you can actually build the abs just like you can build your biceps. Now here's the deal. All of the principles that build muscle apply to the abs as well. So a lot of people think you got to do high reps for your abs and low, short rest periods. Not true. The same way you develop any other muscle would be how you develop the core muscles. So you want resistance and you want full range of motion. Those are both very, very important for developing any muscle. Now the challenge with the abs is people oftentimes are confused with the full range of motion for the abs, especially for a plank. So real quick, let's look at the function of the abs. So if you look at me sideways here, the abdominal muscles attach at the pelvis and at the lower part of the rib cage. And when they contract, they bring the rib cage closer to the pelvis. So it's almost like this rounding of the lower back. It's flexion of the lumbar spine. What it's not is this. So sometimes you'll see people doing sit-ups and crunches, and the abs are stabilizing, but really what they're doing is they're bending at the hips and doing a lot of hip flexor. What we want to do, if we're trying to develop the abs, is this right here. We want to develop the abdominals by bringing the rib cage closer to the pelvis. So I'm going to show you how to do that with the plank, and it's a version of planks called active plank. So we all know planks are on the floor, so you want to start off on the ground with your forearms on the ground and your hips on the ground. So your chest is high, feet on the floor, legs on the ground. Now in this position right here, I'm in extension. Remember what I said about the abs, right? So here, my pelvis is far away from my rib cage. It's in this stretched position. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get up into a plank and I'm gonna squeeze my abs, bringing my pelvis and my rib cage closer together. So it's gonna look like I'm rounding my back. So you're gonna come up and you're gonna tuck the tailbone, squeeze the muscles of the core, hold, and then come right back down into extension. That's one repetition. When you do these right, they're really hard. There's a significant amount of resistance. It's a great muscle builder. So let me show you one more time. I'm in extension here, nice and tight. Now I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna tuck my tailbone, squeeze my core, and then come back down into extension. This is the tempo that you wanna do when you do this exercise. And if you do it right, you'll really feel it in the abs. All right, so cool. So there you just learned how to do an active plank. Again, a great ab developing exercise. If you have any questions or comments, put it in the comments below. And if you want to hear more of what I have to say, you can come find me on the Mind Pump podcast, which you can find on any podcast platform.